Chris, Steel Dragon Art. This is our very first video, and I wanted to start with something that would be useful to people. So, I have found a way to strip scale off of milled steel in about 30 minutes. It's something I haven't seen anybody post about in the year and a half or so since I found this out. So I wanted to share it with everybody, and people can get things done without grinders and without soaking things for hours or days in homemade solutions. So without any further ado, let's get started. So here you can see the things that we'll need to do this today. First off, we have a piece of mild steel. This is let's see, pretty thick. I want to say maybe 10 gauge tubing. And as anybody who is a welder or an artist that does steel knows, getting the scale off of this stuff can be a bear without screwing up your finish or going too far. Frustration's a thing that happens. I know I've been guilty of it. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to strip all the oil, the creosote, off of the steel as it comes from the mill or the metal supply place. And for that we will be using acetone. And then after the acetone, we'll be using my secret weapon in removing scale, which is this Rustoleum Rust Dissolver. The gel spray is the best. I know you guys are like, what? No way. I tried it on a whim last year. I was doing a lot of architectural art for somebody, and cleaning it was a bear. So just on a whim, it's a desperation play, sort of Hail Mary. I tried this, and it works unbelievably well. We also have a screwdriver to open the acetone can, of course, and in case it's too cool, it's around 75 degrees today in Texas in August, which is shocking. I have a torch to warm the metal up in case it's too cool for it to work. All right, well, let's get started. So, I planning on using acetone here, and tell everybody, if you're going to dip your hands in this stuff, if you're going to get it anywhere near your skin, you need to glove up. Acetone absorbs directly into the skin. Once it's in there, it goes straight to your liver. Damages your liver when it tries to metabolize it. And if you do it enough, you can get cirrhosis and other nasty stuff. There's a lot of other chemicals out there you do not want to put your hands in that I've seen a lot of guys on videos just slopping their hands in. But take care. Your health is important. Acetone's not bad enough that I feel like I need to wear a respirator. But if this were MEK or muriatic acid, I would definitely have a respirator on. Fortunately, we're just using this to clean up the mess of the creosote on top. And if you give me a second, we'll be right back. So I've gone and gotten some blue towels. You can use paper towels, you can use a rag. It is acetone. I don't know how it would handle things like microfiber towels. I definitely wouldn't try it. You don't want it to melt all over you. Let's get this open. As a note, you can also do this with denatured alcohol, or if you go to Home Depot to buy a jug of it, it's going to be called fuel alcohol. It's very useful for the look at that. I'm sure everybody already knows about getting creosote off of their steel. You don't really need me to tell you about this, but there are a lot of people that are starting out there that might not know that this is an easy method for cleaning this stuff up. that should just about do it right there. So, close this back up, set it aside, not let that get thrown into the yard. So we're first going to try this without the torch. I think it might be warm enough, but we'll find out. Basically, this is a gel. It sticks to whatever clings to it. Whatever you spray it on, it sticks to. So we're going to put a liberal amount of the gel I'm just going to go all the way down on this side to where I clean the creosote off. And now we wait. Okay, we are at about the 10-minute mark here, and you can see that it's bubbling up really good. Tiny little bubbles reacting with the scale. I think it's the phosphoric acid that's in the mix. I'm not really sure. There's a bunch of other things too. It smells very vinegary. It also, I think it has some citric acid or something in it. I'm not sure. I'm not a chemist and they don't put the formula on the bottle. But you can see that it's working. And I'm going to come back when we get about 30 minutes of waiting and show you guys the end result. And you can see where it's dripped, where it's dripped. That way you'll be able to tell I'm not trying to pull one over on anybody. Sorry the video is so shaky. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Alright, well, we're back. It's been about 20 minutes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to wipe off what we have. And then I'm going to rinse the metal just to... Well, you don't have to. In fact, you're supposed to... it says to wipe everything off and leave it, and it's supposed to protect the metal for up to 12 months, I think it says. I don't know. I never really trust that stuff, but for this one, I'm just going to wipe it down. Let's just do that. As you can see, it has bubbled up really big. All right, so let's start wiping. Watch the drips. That way you know I'm not faking this. Look at that. It just wipes right off. That is all scale coming off of there. If we waited a little bit longer, it probably even shined it up some for you. But man, look at that. You hit that with a polishing wheel or a flap disc, and that's going to shine up quick. You know, you get it cleaned off like this, it's probably already weldable. That's definitely not good prep for welding. That's it. It's super easy. It's Rustoleum rust dissolver. It works wonders. I didn't even need the torch. I have a feeling that if it was warmer, it probably would have shined up better. But I mean, this is totally usable as it is, without having to worry about, you know, oxidation and pitting from scale. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching my video.